Hello everyone, today we are going to discuss about the stability of submerged bodies. In the last lecture we studied about the center of buoyancy and what is buoyancy force. So today we are going to discuss about the stability of submerged body. So in the stability of submerged body, we are going to discuss about three basic conditions. First is the condition of stable equilibrium, second is the condition of unstable equilibrium, and third one is the condition of neutral equilibrium. So before actually starting with the process, the entire equation of the submerged body or a body that is submerged in water, everything depends upon two things. First one is called center of gravity and second is called center of buoyancy. So this entire topic is based on the position of two things. First one is center of gravity and second one is center of buoyancy. So center of gravity of the body that is immersed in the water, clear? And B, the center of buoyancy basically represents the point through which the force of buoyancy is going to act. Center of buoyancy basically represents the centroid of the displaced fluid. So when a body is basically immersed in the water, it will displace the fluid. So the centroid of displaced fluid will represent the center of buoyancy. So this entire topic basically depends upon the position of center of gravity and center of buoyancy. But before that, I just want to give you an idea about what is stable equilibrium, what is unstable equilibrium, and what is neutral equilibrium. Clear? We're just taking a small example of a ball. Let us suppose I'm having a ball at the center, clear? And I'm applying some force to push it towards the left side or towards the right side. Clear? Now after that, when I'm going to release my force, the body again will try to come back to its original position. It means if we are trying to disturb the body in the left side or towards the right side, the body is coming back to its original position. So that is a case of stable equilibrium. Second, we are having a case of unstable equilibrium. Now in this picture we can see if I am trying to disturb the position of this ball that is at the top towards the left or towards the right side, if I push it, the ball is not going to come back to its original position, but it will further move away from the original position. It will not stop at this point or at this point or at this point. It will keep on moving away from the body. So that is a case of unstable equilibrium. And third is called neutral equilibrium. Neutral means it is neutral. It will not come back to its original position. Clear? Neither it will move away from the body. It means if I push the ball from this point up to this point, the body or the ball is going to stay at this particular point. It will not come back to its original position, neither it will move away from the body. So it will stay at the point up to which it is displaced. So this is the condition of neutral equilibrium. Now this is a general case. Now we are going to discuss these three cases with respect to the submerged bodies or the body which are fully submerged in the water. Clear? As I told you guys, that everything depends on the position of center of gravity and center of buoyancy. So in the first case, that is a case of stable equilibrium. Let us suppose I am having a body that is bottom heavy. When I say bottom heavy, it means उसका जो bottom वाला portion है वो heavy है. Clear? यहाँ पे मैंने इसको इस फॉर्म में शो करा गया है कि यहाँ पे मैंने कोई weight suspend करा हुआ नीचे. So it is heavy at the bottom. Clear? So now in this picture, I have to show the position of G and B. Now if the body is bottom heavy, obviously the point of G, that is called center of gravity of the body, or the point where the entire weight of the body is assumed to be concentrated, is basically G, and it is acting in the downward direction. As you guys know that weight जो होता है body का, it always acts in the downward direction. So center of gravity basically represents the point at which the weight is acting in the downward direction. So this is B. Clear? Now I have to show the position of center of buoyancy. Obviously if G is at this point, the center of buoyancy is acting at a point above the center of gravity. This is called B. As you guys know, center of buoyancy, a force of thrust that always act in the upward direction. So this is the position of B, which is acting in the upward direction. So this is the B This is G. If the body is bottom heady, the point G will lie below the center of buoyancy. Now, if I tilt this body by applying some force, I am trying to tilt it. So, if I try to tilt it, the body is going to be like this after application of the tilt. Now, I have to show the position of G and B after the body is tilted. Now, this is the point G, which represents the center of gravity. Clear? At this point, the body weight is acting in the downward direction, and at the top we are having a point B, that is called center of buoyancy. So center of buoyancy, it means the force of buoyancy that is acting at this point is acting in the upward direction. FB basically represents the force of buoyancy. Now we can see in this case we are having a couple. It means after the tilted, this W and FB are producing a couple. This is the position of the couple, just like this. So this couple basically is trying to rotate the body in anti-clockwise direction. So the tilt given here is clockwise. The couple movement is trying to apply a movement in the anti-clockwise direction. So obviously it will again rotate the body, and the body will come back to its original position, just like this case. It means it is a case of stable equilibrium. It means when we are applying the force and the body is tilted, after removing the force, the body will again try to come back to its original position. So it is a case of stable equilibrium, and the moment is basically helping the body to get back to its original position. Secondly, in the second case we are having, it is a case of unstable equilibrium. So everything depends upon the position of G and B. So if the body is not heavy at the bottom, but it is heavy at the top, it means this body is heavy at this side. You can draw it here. So in this case, the position of G and B are going to change. It means center of gravity will be at the upper side of the body, G, clear, and the center of buoyancy, which is acting in the upward direction, it is at this point. So now we can see we are again having a body, but the positions of G and B are interchanged because it is a case of unstable equilibrium, and the body is not heavy at the bottom, but it is heavy at the top. So if now I tilt it in this direction, now you guys can see again we are going to get a couple. So now this couple basically is given by, this is the point B, center of buoyancy. Basically it is having a force of buoyancy FB that is acting in the upward direction. As you guys know that force of buoyancy always act in the upward direction, and this is the point G, that is center of gravity. So the weight of the body at this point W is acting in the downward direction. So again we are getting a couple where we had two equal and opposite forces. W is acting in the downward direction, FB is acting in the upward direction. So the couple here produced, so we are having a couple which is produced at this point. It will try to rotate the body in clockwise direction. So we are giving a tilt in the clockwise direction, and we are getting a couple which is again clockwise. So the body will get further away from the original position. So if we are giving a tilt toward this side, it will further get away from the original position of the body. It means the body is unstable. It is not getting back to its original position, clear, when the force is removed from it. So this is a case of second one, that is case of unstable equilibrium. And last case, that is called neutral equilibrium. It is a body in which the center of gravity and the center of buoyancy coincide. Basically it means they are at same point. So we can say the B and G both are going to be at same point, with the difference that weight of the body will act in the downward direction, whereas force of buoyancy FB is going to act in the upward direction. Now if I try to displace this body by some particular angle, this body, if it is tilted, will be like this. And after the tilt is removed, it will stay like that. It will not try to come back to its original position. It means just like this case, after the tilt is given, the body will try to come back to its original position. In this case, the body will get further away from its original position. But in this case, after the tilt is given up to a certain angle, it will remain like this. It will not try to come back to its original position. Neither it will go away from the original position. It will stay wherever it is after the application of the tilt. So this is the basic difference between the three equilibriums: stable, unstable and neutral. जो भी आपके पास मरीन्स होती हैं, उन मरीन्स में क्या होता है, on all the marines we basically required stable equilibrium. Basically we required कि अगर किसी को उसको टिल्ट मिलता है तो टिल्ट मिलने के बाद वो जो बॉडी है अपनी ओरिजिनल पोजीशन को दोबारा से रिकवर कर ले. So always this stable equilibrium is required in the marines. Clear? Other than that, I'm using a term that is called equilibrium. So equilibrium basically means that under all conditions, these three different conditions, the W is going to be equal to Fb. It means the weight of the body that is immersed in the water, clear? The weight of the body will be equal to the force of buoyancy acting on the body in the upward direction. So this is the condition of equilibrium which we have to follow in the three different cases. It means all these three cases, the W will be equal to Fb, whether it is a case of stable equilibrium, unstable equilibrium or neutral equilibrium. We have following that W is equal to Fb. So this is all about the stability of submerged cases. In the next lecture we are going to discuss about the stability of floating bodies. This is a case of submerged body. In this case the position of G and B is fixed. Clear? इसको याद रखिए प्लीज कि अगर आपकी बॉडी पानी में इमर्स्ड है, G and B की जो पोजीशन है वो फिक्स रहेगी. बट इन केस ऑफ ए बॉडी दैट इज फ्लोटिंग, जो पानी में फ्लोट कर रही है, उसमें आपकी जो पोजीशन है फिक्स नहीं रहती है. एंड for the condition of floating bodies, we are going to discuss about the metacenter, what is metacenter, what is metacentric height, and after that we will discuss about the conditions of equilibrium for floating body. Okay? Till then, thank you very much.